Good evening. Tonight we will be discussing the Spring Equinox and its place in the wheel of the year. The vernal equinox, also called the Spring Equinox, Ostara or Oster, is celebrated right around March 21st. Its exact date can be found on many calendars, often marked as the first day of spring. It is one of the 2 days of the year when light and dark are equal, and so it is a time of balance. Many pagans and Wiccans set aside some time at dawn on this day. This time is usually reserved for the contemplation of the return of spring and all that this means for the world. Fertility of animals, crops, and humans is celebrated. The balance of darkness and light, and so female and male, is acknowledged. It is also a time when the mother-daughter bond is at its height, as illustrated by the myth of Persephone and her mother Demeter. The Christian holy day of Easter is based upon the festival of Ostara, and is observed on the first Sunday after the first full moon, following the spring equinox. As part of the wheel of the year, the spring equinox is the time when the god begins to leave his childhood behind as he moves towards adulthood. At the same time, the goddess senses that her lover draws near and begins to seek him out. This is the root of the sexual nature of the spring equinox. Some symbols associated with the equinox include colored eggs and baskets, rabbits or hares, and brightly colored ribbons in spring colors. Traditional foods at this time include meats such as hare or rabbit, and possibly ham or even fish. Seasonal vegetables can also be served, including sprouts, shoots, and a variety of early spring greens. Eggs and cheese are also common. Some feasting suggestions for this holiday include hot cross buns, chili eggs, tender baked white fish, spring sprout salad, baked sandwiches, pasta with goat cheese, omelets, gammon ham, egg and artichoke pies, and really anything that represents spring to you. There are several beverages suitable to the spring equinox. Red wine, symbolizing blood, is very common, but milk, eggnog, or honey mead are also appropriate. Mint wines or any drink involving fresh mint leaves also make a lovely addition to the spring equinox feast. There are many ways to celebrate the spring equinox in your home. Since the spring equinox is in many ways a more ancient version of Easter, you can use many of the same traditions and modify them just a little bit. You might consider hosting an egg hunt. Dye some eggs in whatever colors or patterns you appreciate, perhaps dyeing some red to symbolize fertility and resurrection, and hide them well, both indoors and out. Have your family and friends hunt for these eggs, anointing a winner at the end. The winner is the spring queen or king for a day. You can also make various crafts. Children especially love this. Have children create wheel charms to represent balance. You can also choose to celebrate this Sabbath with a spring equinox ritual. Magic would typically not be worked during this ritual, as Sabbaths are celebratory in nature. The traditional colors of the spring equinox include silver, green, or lavender. You can use these colors in the way you dress for the day, or you might choose to decorate your ritual space or your home or the baskets you give your children with these colors. The spring equinox, which is celebrated in many different forms around the world, is a time of celebration and balance for pagans and Wiccans around the world. It is a time of merriment and a chance to welcome warmth back to the earth. Thank you for joining us this week. Blessed be.